Now, if you're asking me what type of technology I'm most excited about and I think that'll have the biggest change, no surprise, I think it'll be AI.
Laguna Beach, California, one of the most beautiful locations in all of the world, perfectly complements an individual we're highlighting on this episode of True Abutment's InTRUview. Hey everybody, it's Jeff Kraft and Dr. Kyle Stanley, one of the most impressive doctors I've met so far in this series. He is head of clinical at Ivory Guide. He sold an AI company called Pearl not too long ago. He's also named one of the top young dentists, educators in all of dentistry. I can't wait to meet him. This is going to be good. You know, I gotta say, I meet a lot of dentists, a lot of doctors all over the country. I go into their offices. Some of them have views, some of them don't. But this right here, my man, this right here
special, right?
is pretty incredible. Laguna Beach, it's never gonna get old.
I come down here every day with my daughter. We go to the beach. You know, I play basketball with my son here. There's something very special about this small town.
Yeah, it really is. And then, I mean, I feel like we should just jump in one of these games here, a little pickup as well. You know, there's so much I want to talk to you about because your story is so unique, so different than many doctors. But what I can use right now is a coffee. You know of a place?
Yeah, I got a great local spot right over here. Hello.
There we go.
Right. Thanks.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Now, this is perfect. Great choice, by the way. I love this location.
This is like a locals place, you know.
Yeah. I'm going to come and visit you more often. But let's go back to where it all started. Your role model, your dad. He was a dentist.
Yeah, I grew up in the dental office. I was so comfortable there. I didn't actually even know that people were afraid of the dentist until I was 17. One of my friends in high school came and said, "I'm so nervous today." And I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, I'm going to the dentist today." And I said, "Why are you nervous?" You know, I didn't even know that because for me it was just my dad. I'm the abnormal person in that sense. But I didn't want to be a dentist. I never even considered it as a kid. I was an artist. I just wanted to be on stage and wanted to perform. It was in high school that I got really interested in science and medicine. And so I talked to my dad and he said, "Well, why don't you go observe with one of my friends who's an oral surgeon and you can get an idea of what surgery is like." And I fell in love with oral surgery and that was what made me go to dental school.
And then you ended up teaching.
Yeah, so I went to USC, I went to Brazil and did my implant residency, and then I came back and one of my mentors asked if I'd like to help teach at the university, so I ended up teaching at USC for 9 years.
Why Brazil? What brought you there?
So the guy who invented dental implants, his name was Dr. Branimart, he was teaching in Brazil 6 months out of the year. So for me it was like, let's go and I can basically learn from the people that invented dental implants.
Learn from the best, yeah. Okay. Yeah. From USC, you really created your own practice.
I did.
Talk to me about your office, though. How did you build that office?
Yeah, so I started it with my friend that I was teaching at USC with. His name's Matt Najad. So we bought a practice, we partnered with the current owner, and we really got to do exactly what we were taught, which is this high-end, very high-touch kind of dentistry. And because of that, you meet some interesting people because it's more of a high-end practice. And that was really how Pearl started. One of my co-founders in Pearl came to me during a hygiene check and said, "Hey, I have this AI company and I'm thinking about applying what we do in advertising to dentistry. Would you want to help me?" And that turned into a few years of feeling it out, working once a week, twice a week, doing things. I really had to take that risk. We spun the company out in 2019, raised our own round of financing, and now Pearl is, valued over $400 million.
I mean, that is a heck of a story on how you got into Pearl. And now, you've moved from, the day-to-day side of things to more into the advisory side of Pearl. Now I want to go into Ivory Guide.
Yeah.
You're Chief
Clinical Officer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is your role there? What do you do with Ivory Guide?
A lot of it comes from my involvement with what we did at Pearl. So in all the FDA trials, when you see AI for breast cancer, AI for wrist fractures, AI for dentistry, the human and the AI together is what gives the best result, always. There's a problem in dentistry, and it's like this. Okay, let's say you come to my practice, you had an implant placed 20 years ago, and now something's wrong with it. And I'm stuck trying to make a part for something that I don't know what it is, right? With Ivory Guide, we take AI, analyzing x-rays, and human experts together to help doctors identify what their x-ray is and help them even get the part. And it's not something that people need all the time, but every dentist will have this happen a few times a year at least.
You've got all these things, and the industry is changing dramatically, so quickly, faster than most industries. What are you most excited about? And where do you feel the industry can go further? What's going to be the next thing in your mind, in dentistry overall?
The most important aspect of any type of technology that I'm excited about is predictability. When you can make dentistry more predictable, the patient has a better experience, the doctor has a better experience, the team has a better experience. So predictability is everything. Now, if you're asking me what type of technology I'm most excited about and I think that'll have the biggest change, no surprise, I think it'll be AI. Because AI will be an essential utility in everything that we do in dentistry. It takes these mundane tasks that we're not very good at and we don't want to do, and allows us to focus on the tasks that you need a human involvement, you need a human touch, you need the patient to feel comfortable, right? And it's making every industry better, and dentistry will definitely benefit from that.
With all the accomplishments that you've had, what are you most proud of?
I'm most proud of my family. I'm most proud of myself that I've made my family a priority, that I've put my profession in its place. You know, a lot of people think that their purpose in life is their profession, and that used to be me. You know, I wanted my tombstone to say best dentist in the world, right? But I had to realize that that's so silly. You know, who I am is a father, is a husband, is a friend. That's me. I happen to be a dentist for my profession. And so that's probably what I'm most proud of.
When you think about what you're going to do next, does it excite you?
Yeah.
It's got to excite you.
Yeah, you know, I've had my hands in so many different areas of dentistry that I'm sure there's something I'm not thinking of that I could get involved with.
Now, for a dental student or even a dentist that's been practicing for quite a while, what one piece of advice would you give them?
Take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health. Love dentistry, be passionate about it, but know that it's just a part of your life. It is not your life.
I want to thank you for, again, walking with me, showing this beautiful location, the city that you live in, and thanking you. I've got a gift for you. Kayla, come on in here. From TRUview to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Now, this is the end of the episode, but I don't want to end here because let's take a look at this view. Take a look at the view.